Hello, student org leaders. How are y'all doing today? As always, it is Vashti, a coordinator within student activities on the administrative services side of things. And I want to welcome you back to another session of our student org leader developments. I'm so happy that you decided to tune into this session today. I hope that it helps you as you develop becoming a student org leader, or I hope that it helps to just refresh some things that you might have already known, or if you're teaching someone how to navigate OrgSync, I hope that it gives you the tools that you are needing today. As always, if there is a question that you have that is not answered during this recording, please feel free to email me and I will gladly answer that question for you. Today, what you will need is you will need a laptop or a tablet. If you have your phone, that is fine if that's all that you have, but preferably a tablet or a computer so that you can see all of the features that are accessible. From my knowledge, OrgSync does not allow you to see all of the features in the same way on the phone as it does on a tablet or a desktop. So please go ahead and gather those items. If you have something that you want to write down and take notes, then that is going to be something that you will need today if that is your preference. And with that being said, I'll give you about a minute to grab those things and we'll go ahead and get started. As always, since this is a recording, you do have the discretion to pause the video and come back or just pause and take notes. So please don't feel rushed. I am aware that I can speak a little fast. So if you are needing any questions clarified, again, please feel free to email me. And I will repeat my email once more at the end of this recording, but in case you are needing it currently, my email is vashti.moffett@unt.edu. Again, I'm so excited to have you tuning in with us today, and let's go ahead and get started. As always, we have a refresher of what is S.O.L.D. So in a nutshell, S.O.L.D is a leadership development initiative, and it's designed to equip student organization leaders with the skills, strategies, and support that you need to lead with confidence. So basically, these are just workshop sessions for you to develop as a student org leader. And then things that you learn within the sessions, you can apply to your actual membership and you can apply to how you run meetings, to how you operate things as a leader of your organization. All right, so today is session 3. We are covering all synced up, navigating OrgSync like a pro. Just as a refresher, last week we did leading to last, creating legacy in student orgs. And the week before that, we did greenlit, navigating event app procedures and event safety. Next time, we will be talking about next up, smart student org succession. And remember, that means your officer transition. Basically, how can you ensure that you have a smooth officer transition? And these are just the rest of the sessions that we will have for the academic year. Again, these are the 3 ways that S.O.L.D can benefit you. It can help you to have stronger leadership skills and confidence, enhance collaboration and network opportunities, and personal and professional growth for the future. All right, before we get started, because I don't want you to just hear my voice, we are first going to watch a short film that talks about the power of choice. In everything that we do, we have a choice, especially being within a student organization and being a leader within that student organization. So let's watch this video, and I would like for you to take note between the choices that this young woman decides to make, and then we will reflect a little bit on how that can affect us as leaders.
We want to be at our comfortable place. How many hours do we That's my favorite quote. Thanks, my good person. Did you know that if you mix maca nuts and
So grateful to have a car to put gas in. I'm so grateful.
Go sleep, girl.
All right, y'all. So, in just analyzing this video, obviously there were some cinematography aspects of the video that helped to add the difference, right? Like when she was being very motivated, there was a bright yellow, kind of orangey light. And when she was not, there was kind of this gray, gloomy light. So that can definitely add to the differentiation of the video. But next, I want you to take 3 minutes and write down, or if you are with a group of individuals, I would like for y'all to take these next 3 minutes to discuss what do you think the overall effect will be from the young lady in the video if she continues to follow either route. So if she continues to spend every single day motivating herself, doing what she needs to, instead of choosing to eat the whole box of pizza, she only chooses to eat a few slices, versus what will happen to her overall if she continues to eat all of the slices in the pizza box every single time. And of course, that's just one example that was used in the video, but take 3 minutes to either jot down or discuss with someone next to you about what you think the overall effect will be for this student. All right, I hope you were able to have some great discussions and jot down some great answers. Let's go ahead and continue on with today's session. All right, so again, we are talking about all synced up, navigating OrgSync like a pro. Again, if you are new or if you have gone ahead and skipped ahead, my name is Vashti Moffett. I'm a coordinator of student organizations on the admin services team. All right, so first, when we are on OrgSync, if you have your laptop or your tablet, right now is a great time to go ahead and log into your OrgSync and go ahead and make sure that you are on the home page. That's where we're going to be beginning today. First, let's go ahead and go through all of our homepage features and let's see what they can do for us. So this is what your homepage will look like. Not exactly like this, right? Some events may be updated, but this is the generalization of this. When you are on your homepage, you will see Explore University of North Texas, as well as the 25 through 26 org registration, forgive me, then OrgSync quick tips, and then fall 2025 events slash meetings. If you continue to scroll down on the home page, you will see an option for recommended events. So if you have not already, if you look over to the right, it says share your event preferences to receive event picks that might match. So this would be great for you as a student when you are teaching someone about OrgSync. If you're trying to get them involved with your organization, please include that they fill out this recommended events form. That way they can stay up to date with events that your organization is hosting or just events that may fit their personal vibe also. On the bottom, you will see the organizations that you are a part of. So I'm a part of Student Activities. So that is why I see those organizations. All organizations will be listed here. All right, we scroll down a little more and then you will see latest news. So these are things that are current, things that you want to keep your eye out for. And then to the right, we have campus links. So these are things that'll take you directly there. If they're over here, then that means that they're pretty common, which is why we have direct campus links. But these are not the only campus links that are accessible to you. All right, so in our homepage features, let's look at our event feed first. Your events tab is going to be over to the left on your OrgSync homepage. And so when you click on events, events highlights upcoming campus events, workshops, or org meetings, different social activities, etc., things of that nature. Students can RSVP, you can add events to your calendar, or you can see who's attending. So when you click on events, it will give you the option where you can directly search an event if you know the name of it. If you're looking for a specific date that the event is taking place, you can see if there are any online events that will cater to commuter students or our virtual students. You can select themes, categories, or special perks, or all events will be listed here, events that are upcoming. If you are looking for a past event, then you can click Show Past Events, and it will show you events that have happened throughout the academic year. And I believe, if I'm correct, these are in order. Yeah, so see, we have this one was September 25th at 12 p.m. That's what we're doing today. And then another September 25th at 12 p.m. So they kind of just go in order of what time and when they take place. Also on your homepage feature over in the left side, there is an orgs tab. So what this does is it displays a personalized list of organizations the student has joined, and it offers a shortcut to access each org's page, announcements, and resources. So let's see what that looks like. So we click organizations, and what you can do to the left here is you can search up an exact organization name. You can find the organization through a select categories, or you can just go in alphabetical order and scroll up and down and find the org that you're looking for. I do want to add a disclaimer that this register an organization button is currently not working. So if you meet anyone who says they're trying to register an organization or re-register an organization, it is not going to be through this button. They will need to fill out the returning student org registration form or the new student org registration form, which can both be found on OrgSync. And we'll go into how to find forms in just a little bit. But again, if you are looking for a currently registered organization on campus, you can go in alphabetical order or you can search over here to your left. In the News tab, you can view and stay updated on announcements from student organizations and campus departments. You can follow specific orgs or news categories to receive notifications for important updates. So it's basically like notifications for social media. So when we click over here in the news, these are the three that we saw on the home page where they kind of highlighted like the top three, but when you scroll down, it's going to include all of the current news that is accessible for you. If you're looking for a specific thing, like say you're looking for one of our monthly snapshots, which is our newsletter that's organized by Student Activity, then you can just type in snapshots and it'll pull up everything that we have. And that's for any department that's hosting any kind of news. If you know exactly what the name is, just type it in the left and it'll pull it up for you. All right, and our Forms tab, I was talking about this just a little earlier. So the Forms tab allows you to access and submit required forms for student organization activities, events, and approvals. And it can track the status of submitted forms to stay updated on approvals or next steps. This is very important. So let's say that you submit an event application or you do put in a returning registered organization application and you want to get an update on it. This forms is where you would find that for you. All right, so this is going to be the Forms tab. As you can see, these three right here are my examples. It will tell you if you still have a submission in progress. So if you're not sure, you can't remember if you submitted that form or not, when you click on Forms, it'll tell you what has been submitted and what you're working on. If you would like to see all of your submissions that you've ever made, then just click View Submissions. And then you can click on that, and that is one way that you can continue to resume your application of or form, or you can just click resume here. But if you can't remember what form you submitted, view submissions would be great for you to find it directly. And view submissions is also great if you submitted a form and it got approved and now you need to submit a new one and you just want to reference what you did at the last one. View submissions would be a great place for that. And so on the bottom here, going along with view submissions, that will allow you to see all submitted forms regardless of status. So if it has been approved, pending, or denied, you will still see it there. The yellow stars, it highlights commonly used or recommended forms. So depending on the time of the academic school year, at this time, Make a Difference Day was a very big event that we were trying to currently get students signed up for. So we went ahead and started. That way it was at the top of the forms list. That way you didn't have to search through all of the 63 forms that are currently available to you. So this is just my submissions. As you can see, I have some that are approved, some that are in progress, one that was pending, and it'll tell you the dates in which it was submitted and then the date that it was approved. That is that date completed. If you realize that you no longer need a new student organization application, then you can just hit delete. That I will allow you to view what you have already put in and edit. And then this one right here with the little paper is the printer. All right, so let's go into our OrgSync workshop tips and tricks for student leaders. All right, just as a review, notifications. Make sure your notifications are enabled so you don't miss updates about org approvals, events, or forms. Event management. Leaders can create events, set RSVPs, and track attendance. This is useful for planning, tabling, meetings, or workshops. Your roster and membership management. You can add, remove, or approve members if you are the president or the primary contact. You can only add, remove, or approve members if you are the president or the primary contact. And for those who may be asking, last year there was a feature for students to request to be added to the roster, but that has been discontinued. So now if you are trying to add someone to the roster, the president or the primary contact will need to send them an invite via OrgSync through the homepage of the organization. If you have any questions on how to do that, please feel free to email me. Also, within the roster and membership management, you can keep track of officers and roles to ensure org compliance. So once a month, Student Activities sends out an email asking that your roster be updated. And so as president or primary contact, you can go in, and if you notice that you have two presidents and one was from 3 years ago, you have the autonomy to go in and remove that title from them. That way, when we do roster checks and when we do eligibility checks, everything is accurate. In forms, all submission forms, including funding requests, event approvals, officer updates, are here in this one spot. So if we ever say, please fill out our OrgSync form, hit the form tab and then type in the name that we give you for the form. As a reminder, the yellow star highlights commonly used or recommended forms. Reports. Org admins can access reports on participation, event attendance, or org activity. Reports also support planning, accountability, and funding requests. Mobile accessibility. OrgSync has a mobile-friendly interface or app for managing events, forms, and communication on the go. And I will show you what that app looks like so that you can access it. Help and support on OrgSync. You can access tutorials, FAQs, and contact the Student Activities office if you get stuck with any questions. For an email tip, this is very, very important, and we've been finding that some students are having issues in receiving emails from Student Activities or receiving emails from OrgSync. So to ensure that you receive those emails, please ensure that the email connected to your OrgSync account is your UNT student email. Using a non-UNT email can cause missed invitations, approvals, or notifications. And how you can ensure that the email connected to your OrgSync account is your UNT student email is when you go on your profile, and I'll bring mine over. So this is my organization that I'm a part of. Here is where I can access my profile. So it will be a gray circle with the first letter of your first name here in the center. Click on that. Then there is an edit pencil at the top. When you click that edit pencil, please see what your campus email is. If this campus email is not the email for your UNT student account, then that is why you are not receiving those emails, is because how your OrgSync was not set up with the correct email. So please make sure that is accurate and make sure that is the email that you're using to access the roster as well. All right, and the OrgSync mobile app is going to be through UNT Go. This is what it will look like in your app. But what you can do throughout the app, you can see what's happening on campus, discover events, engage with your peers, have campus-wide discussions. So it is going to be UNT Go. If you are a student org leader, I do highly recommend that you download the app on your phone. That way you're not always depending on your computer in case you leave it at home or there is a last minute request that is needed. You can just go ahead and access everything that you need through the app. And as always, I will close us out with a quote that will help and motivate you, I hope, as you continue your journey as being a student org leader. And today our quote reads, "A good leader never stops learning because growth is the foundation of guidance." So again, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much for refreshing your memory on OrgSync and learning something new if this was brand new for you. I hope that this helps introduce you to OrgSync. I encourage you to go onto OrgSync and navigate it yourself, see some new things that you discover, check out the different features and see how it will specifically apply to your needs and your student organization needs. As always, we here in Student Activities are happy to help you if needed. And before we close out, let's just do some debrief questions for you to check in with yourself or check in with your peers around you. So number one is, what is OrgSync? Simply, OrgSync is a tool for you to be able to navigate and organize all of your needs for your student organization. What are some features on OrgSync and what do they do? We have the Forms tab, we have the Events tab, we have the Org tab, we have News. And how can knowing how OrgSync operates help you be a strong student leader on campus and for your organization? That one I'm going to leave for you to answer specifically because it will change within each student leader. Thank you so much for being here today, and I will see you all next week. Again, my name is Vashti Moffett. Please feel free to email me your questions, and as always, go Mean Green.